Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store. And when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And in September to Remember, Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakonya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewani su adie. Na fe ya sansu adjeni abo. Na yebeko tour places be to say Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party in su tietia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. Intie mayen komani ya mekanchiro. Da be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na ya basu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. Annie. Enti for any reservation. Anasen chirichirimu bia. Any fresh huma true for we. 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jemai TV, and Afe, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye kikim.
Check now, check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. The beat is real, don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it. Sugar level, fa check it, check it. For check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
My God, we are here. I actually started the show from home. So I was running, giddy. And poof, I just got to the studio for us to do our thing. It is Thursday evening here on Sammy Flex TV. And Showbiz Daily is about to go down with all the soldiers here in the studio. We are about to go hard. Of course, if we sit like this, then you should know that we are sure going to discuss some of the pertinent issues in our showbiz space with my people. You can see in your shot in Team Dode Solomon, aka HMO, who is at the other side, at the very far side. He is the online manager here at Sammy Flex TV or Flex Entertainment. And for your digital solutions, he is also ready to take care of you. Meanwhile, Nana Reagan is in with new looks. Yeah, man. Nana Reagan is in with new looks. Nana, why this new looks though? Tell me about it. I'm interested.
You know, so let me say for the past 3 weeks, it has been one unfortunate or sudden incident to the other. We traveled to Takoradi to play a concert, and then I was called that my mom had been rushed to the hospital.
Oh.
I came back and I was also down for like close to a week.
I remember.
I just recovered, and then when this accident happened, so you know, as part of my spiritual
direction.
not direction, per se, man, you know, spiritual fortification. That's the word. I just want to give people a new look.
So this is spiritual.
Yeah, it's spiritually inspired.
Oh, okay. Then add this one to it.
Which direction is this one? What is motivating?
This is a physical direction. Since you've gotten the spiritual direction. Trouble doesn't want human beings. Human beings want the trouble.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, I see. So this is the new look.
Oh yeah, this is
Just to get some spiritual.
I'm going to keep it till the end of 2023.
Wow, wow. But it's cool though.
Yeah,
it's cool. I'm sure if you keep it for 1 month, it will now be the usual face.
Sure.
You know, anytime you do something new to your body or face, people don't accept it readily.
I understand. Yeah.
Personally, when I started putting on my shades, people were not. But now, my good friend sent me a message. Charlie, I'm loving your shades. Umpekra, it is what it is. So it's good. It's good. But we'll be talking about Wendy Shea. But let's introduce another fresh brand here on the show. Of course, Sammy Flex TV. We are bringing out all the fresh brands, and they become solid in the space. This man here has been blogging for some years now with the name Kwesi Ama News. In fact, it's my first time seeing him, though I've been seeing his works online, Facebook, Instagram, and other websites. So when Richie Flex told me he has a new voice, to me, I said, okay, who is that guy? So later, off-air conversation introduced him to me, and I said, oh, but this is a new name to some people, but to me, Sammy Flex, I've known Kwesi Ama News all this while. So Kwesi, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, boss.
How is the blogging space? Are you part of the association they are forming? Because today is part of my lineup.
Well, Razami, thank you very much for the opportunity. I've been monitoring, I've been watching, I've been following you closely.
Wow.
I mean, all the platforms, and trust me, you are doing a great job in the space. In the space there. We can never we can never mention the top names exempting Sammy Flex. Making mention of the association, which is the Bloggers Association. Well, I've heard of it, and then it is something that I've been thinking about it, that when are we going to have such thing? But I'm glad it has come. So we are still working behind the scenes to know how best things will go.
Well,
yes,
it is going to be one of our stories. So when we get there, he will surely take his time to also go deep into it. Whether it is a good thing or a bad thing, we are introducing. I know Chemo has not been a fan of associations and unions and
big ups to Prof.
Oh, Professor Ankonam Rebel.
Big ups to him.
I know. Chemo doesn't want anything that will call for some group of people dictating the pace. No, he doesn't want it like that. But we see how best this will mean to our industry as a whole. Behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is handling our camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. And again, we are still bigging up Tap Send, who have been supporting us all this while in our runnings. And we want to say thanks to them any day, anytime for whatever they have been doing for us. If you want to send money from abroad, remember to use Tap Send. It is the only one that you can rely on. It has been tested, it has been tried, and everybody says Tap Send is the best. So try it today, and again, thank me later. First, Let's start with Nana Reagan's house. And yesterday I spoke with his boss, that is Bullet of Rough Town Records on CTV, where we talked about, or we spoke about people or prophets who have been prophesying about his label and his artist, Wendy Shea being the latest now. And Bullet says to all those prophets, he is not going to joke with them. He's going straight to the police station to report for the law to call them, maybe to sign something like bonds or something, that should any evil thing happen to him, his label, his management members, or to his artists, they would have to come and answer questions. And when I heard that, I said, hey, it is now becoming scarier. As it stands now, I don't know what my people think about this move. And Nana Reagan, as a label team member, what does he even also see happening in the near future with this particular move from his boss? Let's go catch the interview, a snippet of that, and when we come back, I get the views of my people, so we start talking. Stay tuned.
Yes, also for Bisu come say who say Wendy Obeyare. Yes, also for Bisu come say who say Wendy Obeyare. Sense no, and also Tiaya Utu and Amo Kakra.
Omunina me betichi omunina agum.
O betichi omagum.
Yes, me domo be ko police station. Mama ko report ba ku bi there. No, mami bi ono so be here video wa frame me apatro because me I say omutimi ya no ma se ana bam. Etina me domo ko police station bi to o ma. Ye me busa o ma.
Wow.
Yes, me yelling na police case. My report to the obi a wa share come dia no. Na say na jagedi o share come a ebony wu ya o de be here popular. Say na was thank you. That was just Now the concentration that I was I said omo ye omo share come there but was yes no. But it was after the death of ebony no be yin na gum. And I media to no more capable. So for bia was when they say won't come there. You be friend the police station. I'm not make me. I never met you more. Or besides the be a better to bia. Yes. Because then all the panic what oh my God.
Yeah.
By law no. Your law bia. Governments are protecting me power side. Obi bia what they are say organ how be home. Because this time no Sammy men transfer. Am I young family to Kenya and Kasa? So we are sorry, I know I can't be a Kena. It's here. Now, you're born in someone and say, oh, Shem come this. Now you're so now Shem comes to be the woo. I had the past.
Dabi.
I got the part, what's here celebrating? But you get people clapping. Yeah, I want to Shem come my way. Really? Like, I said, I said, I every belong to me this year, the echo repuno. Who may not make kind of ah. Me not so much you repeat me don't kind of
Wow.
I said, all the at the bonny too.
Yeah.
We are so we are so for watch and come, not be yet, no when you you should be ashamed of yourself. Say watch and come, say we be who are not. And go for sorry my bones. An achievement is that the mama on a share come movie. Obi be our share come for my attitude be other police station. About the trust that the Uber be a bit at the traffic with the only movie.
Wow.
Yes, I'm taking that step. I mean, this video I was a so bad. I told myself I had video of a part. Me and Guy with the
wow.
When you say when you say, I want a candy and a tobacco, apro. Who comes out of the place or the actual prophecy fulfilled? Really? Prophecy fulfilled that. I thought man like, hey, what do you know?
I see.
I'm a bit because especially I thought my friend is being everybody time. So for me, I want and now I go for the on your court.
Yeah.
Kumcha chata akwame ze ono so ka hu. So for now than the comedian. No so ya sorry I tell your number. And a bullet the evil. There are so many factors that omode target me say me na me kumebo. And I talk of you. This time around I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, pa. Ready, me know ya.
The police station I bet for no asset. Maybe when you get back to when you say you are saying could be
Wow. Wow.
Well, so that was an encounter with the Rough Town label boss, Bullet, yesterday on CTV. But here in the studio, let's do the analysis of my people on what Bullet said, and because Nana Regan is a home member, let's start with him. Nana, what do you also think about what your boss is suggesting on the prophecies?
Yeah, well, Sammy, I think it's a good decision that he has taken. Personally, I think was it yesterday? No, 3 days today. Okay. I called him that he should start taking actions against some of these pronouncements on the artists, because it doesn't only endanger the life of the artist, but it puts even the people around him in danger. Like the fear and panic alone. When people love when they say and then they hear that, oh, there's this prophecy that she might pass away or something bad is likely to happen to her. People panic. The family, her mother, siblings, and everybody panics. So you are not only putting fear or panic in the individual artist, but even the people around her. If you want to extend it, we can extend it into like her fans. You understand? Yeah. So, sorry. So for me, I think it's a good thing. For some time now, I mean, Bullet have been suffering this. I don't know if I can call it judgment. Yeah. Or he has been suffering this for years, and I think it's enough because true. The more people continue to say some of these things and point that fingers at you, it becomes, if it doesn't even become reality, at a point some people will believe it, or they will be doubting themselves. So yes, if we also know that some of these people have their own ways of making some of these things happen, especially those that the moment they see that something similar or close to their prophecy has happened, they come out to and for people to commend them or celebrate with them. It is one of the signs. See, no true prophet will celebrate a prophecy, a doom prophecy. No true prophet will do that, unless of course you have your own way of trying to do something to chase clouds or to make people see you or believe that yes, you are also one of the most spiritual authorities or whatever. The glory is not for you. True. If truly God has revealed something to you, you are not to celebrate the outcome of it. That glory is not yours. It's for God. So why are you celebrating? Why should people celebrate you? Why are you even reposting or like sharing the video or the audio that you said, let's say months ago or 2 years ago or what, so that we do what? Why are you sharing? What is the motivation? If you are posting it on social media, if you are sharing it on any of the platform, what is the motivation behind? So that people will see and say what? You are the powerful spiritual man.
So for the work.
Yes, that is one of the signs. Anybody that takes that glory, if I don't see that person even as a man of God, don't see that person as a man of God. If you want to take glory and celebrate events like that, then you are not a man of God. True. So it is good that Bullet is taking that decision. It will help. It is just like IGP and what Shatawale did just last December. After whatever Shatawale went through, we all know the decisions, the decisions the police service took, and I want to believe that as Bullet is also taking this step, the police will help the police to act on some of these things, because it is just becoming too many. That's what I mean. Yeah, we have for now. Watch it. You'll be on we once. Yes, so
here for no.
Like yeah, come there. Uncle, what can I reckon? Oh, sorry, now call house weekends. Call yes, yeah. Unyaska, Untimen, Konyami, Yachre, Nanka, I shed them because me yaska. Oh, big blow back. And I saw for a moon, a deal crewing.
Of course.
But what is happening? Yeni sati no Bible ne kita sa asofo ya yetinyame timi suma obi ekokro bi kro obi ebia nipa na yasuma asofo na akọ nipa no obi enimu no be se se ya agi se yenimu pe agi say you are the top brother. If you are not at the top, nobody will prophesy about you.
Selective prophecies.
What is happening? So yes, it's good. We have laws. There are laws there. When you sit or put anything into content and you think that like electronically you can just say anything and go scot-free. No, you can't. There are certain laws that says that forbids you from doing some of these things.
Yeah.
So we nobody is saying that at Rough Town we are against prophecies. Okay. This is not a fight against prophets or faith believers or anything. But the same, we all believe in God. Me, I'm a believer. Yes, I'm a believer. So the same Bible that we all read also tells us that we should be vigilant, and there are certain things that we can critically pay attention to tell that these things are not being done well, or it is wrong for even faith believers to be doing things this way. So it is good Bullet has taken this decision. Me, I wish that he wouldn't even stop. He will go as far as arresting every person that has a video on social media about any pronouncements or any prophecies,
whether you're a prophet or not.
Because people are doing things in the dark. He said it, he mentioned it in your interview. Some of them, they will come and say the thing, and then because they want people to see that yes, it is true or it has come to pass, they work. So if police invite on us a control statement, a BBC, it will help in the investigation. We will know at which point in time, of course, text messages are sending baby I want answer to call meeting men the police can follow up on all these things.
True.
So it is not a fight against anybody. We are just making sure that there is some sanity in our
system.
Believing society.
Our faith system.
Yes, that's all.
Okay. I get you. Chamo, let me also get your opinion on this. Bullet moved to arrest all the prophets who have prophesied about Wendy Shea. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction. And the reason is that if nothing at all, we saw what happened after Shatawale's incidents. Something happened. I mean, the 31st night prophecy changed. Now you hardly hear it. Even if you hear some, it will be coming from Umofia. Umofia. Yes. It will not be coming from Ghana again.
So Umofia also has a new prophecy on Black Sheriff.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You've not seen?
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw that one. That one, it will be in the Bompechi category. Okay. So So I think it's a step in the right direction. I mean, the law I was looking for in the Ghana Criminal Code of Ghana Criminal Code. There's a laws like that. It's not direct. I was looking for it, but later, if I see it, I'll let our people know. Okay. The thing is that you can't just, you can't prosecute somebody for a spiritual thing. But if the prophecy is, in a way, connecting to physical things that can be done, yes, then you have some questions to answer. So I think this, at least, it will help to some extent. I mean, it will.
As in, he reporting them.
Yes, of course. So if you come out and whatever the Lord told you and what you can do about it, then we have to know, because as he said, some of them can do their prophecy and make sure that it will come to pass. And it's so easy to make it come to pass. In fact, some people have done it before. So we can't just sit down for people to say some of these things. And even beside that, psychologically, it's not an easy thing. I mean, for even for us, those who don't really believe in spiritual words and that kind of thing. Even when we hear that thing, at least for about 30 minutes,
you think about it.
You think about it.
It's true. It's true.
Just that it will not take much time for a person like me to get over it. But I'm trying to imagine about those who believe in it.
And who might not have that energy to overcome.
It will be crazy. Like even for me, who doesn't really believe in it, it will take me about maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour to get over it. So I'm now thinking about those who believe.
It will not end there. From time to time, something small, no, then it will come and flash through your mind.
But I think where I've had an experience like that, not that huge, but where I think I got issues is the people around me. Not really me. You see, I was over it, but people around me, they are not over it.
Why you told them?
Yes. It wasn't my intention. It wasn't my intention to tell them, but you see, people around you, when you tell 1 or 2 days, say, oh, you have to do this, you have to tell this one, and then some will go to the extent of you have to seek spiritual help, go and pray and what, and sometimes you just have to do something. Sometimes you just have to do something for
them to also feel at home.
Yes. Because for me, this is nothing. Let's forget about it. But no, they can't forget about it. So I'm imagining for those who believe in it and their families, how they will take it. It's not nice. So if you are a prophet or whatever, a spiritual worker, as I call them, and you are into some of these things, it's not easy for those that you are doing that thing to. So you have to stop it. And even if you won't stop it, then the law should deal with you. Because some of them, that's the way for them to also make name for themselves and make money afterwards. I mean, when they do their prophecies, for those who believe in it, they see them as the powerful men of God or powerful spiritual men. So they will go to them for consultations. That's how it works. So for them, they know what they are doing. It's a way to market yourself as a powerful spiritual person to get more people coming for consultation. That's me. I think basically that's why they do it. That's why they will even be happy, and then they will get applause in their churches and their shrines or wherever they are.
True.
Yes, because they are announcing that, yes, I'm a powerful man of God. You see, I said it and it came to pass. So if you have any spiritual issues, come and see me. And so it's a form of marketing the spiritual works. That's how they do it. That's why I was considering getting in there, but I think
it is not late. You can still get to that if you want.
Yeah, but
you still have some
it's part of my retirement package. If it didn't go my way, then I may join them. If it doesn't go my way, then I may join them. But it's not easy. So I will support Bullet to take action. I think it will reduce it, even if it cannot eradicate it at all. It will go down. Some people will be afraid to do it, because if you say anything, you will be called to come and justify what you are saying. And if anything happens, they can hold you responsible. So people will be careful just saying anything at all. Yeah.
I see. Well, Kwesiaba, let me also get your opinion on this. What do you think about Bullet's approach? Go to the police station, make sure he writes or he files a complaint for all these prophets to come and explain themselves. What do you think about it?
The very first time, it was on Saturday when I heard Wendy Shea's incidents. I was like, God should save her. But afterwards, I said, Bullet are bro. That's what I said. I said, Bullet are bro. From his previous artists, and then the encounters, the backlash on social media, I was like, Bullet are bro. But again, I I am not surprised. I mean, the prophecies that are popping up, because in time past, we've seen that when such incidents happen, that is when some, in quotes, men of God use the opportunity to market themselves, as Chemo said. So they will be like, okay, I said this in 2019,
and it came to pass.
I said this in 2020, and what sometimes baffles me is they will pull a video to support
of
whatever
course.
they are saying.
Now, evidence will.
They will pull
You know, with the
videos
Burna Boy one. This one evidence day.
and post on their social media that this is what I said in time back, and it has happened. So if it has happened, what do you benefit from it? So when I heard that Bullet is going to take action, I was like, yes, that is in the right direction, because due to what Shatawale did, I mean, lodging complaint, making things official to the police last year. To be frank, Yasumi Joye Kakra. The 31st prophecies, you know, Yasumi Joye Kakra. So I think Bullet should go on to arrest each and every prophet who is prophesying any doom, anything doom, until he himself.
I'm sure he would just go to the police to invite them instead of arresting. The police will invite them to come and write maybe
statement.
The police will question them. Okay, let's put it like that. The police will question them. If that's what he wants, the police will so wish to do that for him. Yeah. Yes,
and I think it is in the right direction, because as my seniors just said, sometimes it is not only the artist, and even more often the artist himself or herself will deal with the issue and then continue with the daily life or the normal rounds.
Okay.
But the people around the artist, the people around the celebrity or the person in question, they are the people that will be always thinking about it. Charlie, I had this prophet said this about my brother. What should we expect? Yes.
Yeah. Because we don't need to
because a certain prophet said something at a certain point in time.
True.
And then one thing Mekaka wanna say, it shouldn't be only bullets. We shouldn't leave this fight or this cause for only bullets.
Good point.
Just as you mentioned, recently there has been another one concerning Black Sheriff.
Yeah.
So all artists.
Richie, I don't know if you can get that one, so I read it to support the fact that really and truly it happened. Coming from one of Ghana's foremost prophets, Prophet Nigel Gazy. And he put that prophecy, and I'll be sharing that with you as well. Sorry.
So what I want to say is, if every artist manager, or sometimes the artists themselves, even if you're not an artist, but you feel like no, a certain prophet has made a prophecy that you are not okay with, and what baffles me is say, brother, every time it is about death, you will die, you will do this, you will do. One can say,
yeah, prophecy, that's what comes.
Sometimes I just don't understand. The negative side, the negative side.
Not necessarily.
You will see that someone has built a mansion. Now, Obidi Ababetu said years back, I prophesied that in 2023 you are going to build a mansion, or you are going to do this, you are going to do this property. Always it is about weaving accidents. Why should it be so? So I think Bullet and all other artist managers, including the artists themselves, should start taking this particular action. Bullet, kudos to you for bringing this up. Say Obia, if you can lodge complaints to the police. But that notwithstanding, the music space, and I said the showbiz space, and I said it is all spiritualities. Either you go for Nyankopon side, or you go for the other side. So yes, definitely you have to. You have to be somewhere. You have to be somewhere. So if it is about you, if it is about you,
you can't sit on the fence. You have to be somewhere.
So if it is about you taking, your God serious, your God, I don't know which kind of God you are serving or you are worshiping, but that's your God. you have to take it serious. So Bullet says he's going to take.
So yesterday I asked Bullet. He actually said the same thing, that you, in this world you have to be black or you have to be white. That I said, Bullet, which one? I said, Nyamina. I don't know any other God again. It is only Jesus I know. Well, so Kwesi, let me do this, and if someone is interested, you can make. So this is Nigel Gaze's prophecy on Black Sheriff, and it reads, they will say, why didn't you say it? Why did you say it? Whichever way, I'll say it, though I'm very aware some will come and abuse me though. They know very well that I'm a very trusted voice in the prophetic. I have come to accept it and calls it occupational hazard. Let the family of Sheriff Black pray for him and talk to him deeply. I didn't like what I saw about him some few minutes ago. Life is priceless. I saw the mother crying uncontrollably. If nothing is done about this, Ghana will not hear a good news, maybe before December. Jabez cry. Haha, wasan signing Nigel Gaze.
I go a criminal. Even the write-up, he was trying to do some technicalities there.
Oh.
You see how he wrote
the name.
Yeah, the name.
Recently,
Sheriff Black.
Recently, Crapo. Black Sheriff now life now occur. And now you are just doing an analysis to connect things and say God is saying what to you. If God is saying something to you and he wants a solution or have a solution for Black Sheriff, he will not tell you Nigel Gaze say. I said the way call catch bush and say mom pa no man en kan den mom kan do pan en chese ko catch Black Sheriff say man mom di kodu a ade na me hu ne besi
even that crowd when petty some the whole thing is that how make us say even those who believe in it sometimes they will have doubt and stuff, and this is how they play the game. You see, he was so vague. So now you have to think about it and talk to Black Sheriff. The family should pray. What kind of prayers? What kind of talk? So the thing is that you have to go and see him.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line. Go and see him. And then he said, Sheriff Black. What kind of thing is this? So later when there's an issue, then he will say Sheriff Black, not Black Sheriff and all that. Like he's just trying to be smart with the spiritual work. That's how they do it. That's how they do it, and this is bogus. I think we don't have to take this thing serious. But for those who believe in it, now you have to think about it again. And yes, I
reading this thing. This thing can never come from God. There's nothing in the message to say. No, I am not God, but I believe that if God wants to warn me against something, and I say or Donana Regan to a year they actually chemo. Now person chemo because the case now can I say or person on person the NBC or person prevent it. But on can message crop idea man.
So go and see him. That's the bottom line.
Okay, because yes, you can have the final bite.
You see the case? I mean, where we were saying that sometimes the artists themselves will still be going around doing their normal rounds, but their parents and then people around them suffer. I mean, the consequences. This is a clear case. Right now, Nigel Gaze made mention of the mother should pray for him.
Yes.
Right now, no. It is going to be a big worry for the mother.
Especially if the mother is a believer of these things.
So now the mother will be thinking like, where should I take Black Sheriff to? What are they doing secretly against Black Sheriff? And the people because right now Black Sheriff is a star, and definitely the mother and the people around him are enjoying. So right now they will be thinking about it. Yeah. What should we do? What shouldn't we do?
Yeah.
Where should Black Sheriff not go? They don't know, so they will be confused.
And this is the trauma and the stress we have been talking about all the time. Well, Kwesi, let's continue. I told our better I was asking Kwesi about the Bloggers Association thing that they have started, and I can see my brother Attractive Mustafa is not happy about this because according to him, he started something like this. Some people did not mind him, and today they have started it on their own. He's been firing since. So they be firing on some WhatsApp page of some media people or arts writers. He has been firing, sir. Now, let me read this. It says, for immediate release, Ghana Bloggers Association launches, uniting Ghanaian bloggers and elevating the digital landscape. It says, Accra, September 14th, 2023. Today marks a momentous occasion in the digital realm of Ghana as we proudly announce the official launch of the Ghana Bloggers Association, GBA. This pioneering initiative signifies a significant step forward in bringing together Ghanaian bloggers and content creators under one unified platform to enhance professionalism, foster collaboration, and advance the new media landscape in our beloved nation. Ghana has seen an exponential growth in the field of new media and blogging over the past decade, with a multitude of talented individuals contributing their voices and perspectives to the online world. Recognizing the immense potential and the need for a collective voice, GBA has been established to serve as a unifying force for these creative minds. Ghanaian bloggers have over the years displayed remarkable dedication and skill in their craft. GBA aims to further enhance their professionalism through training, resources, and ethical guidelines, ensuring that the content they produce adheres to high standards. The association seeks to foster a sense of unity among bloggers across Ghana, transcending geographic boundaries and content niches. GBA aims to provide a platform for Ghanaian bloggers to have their voices heard on critical issues affecting the digital space. This association will represent the interest of its members and in discussions with relevant stakeholders, including government bodies and advertisers. GBA members will be encouraged to engage in social initiatives and projects that harness the power of new media to create positive change in society. GBA invites all Ghanaian bloggers, content creators, and digital enthusiasts to join hands in this exciting journey towards building a vibrant and responsible new media ecosystem. Together, we will uphold the values of integrity, accuracy, and creativity, thereby contributing to the growth and development of our nation through digital storytelling. For more information about GBA and membership inquiries, please contact 02438123. And Rich, let me see if I can call the number to see whose number that is. Close it, zoom in a little bit. I think it's Eugene. 024381. I think it will be Eugene. 812693. Oh, Eugene. I wish I had a different number, so I'll call to ask to do enquiry. Yes, Eugene. I wish there is a different number, so I can call to do enquiry. Guys, let me see this number if I can call. So we do direct enquiry about how we can also register to be a part of the Bloggers Association in Ghana, and that is if even he will pick this call. That is if he will even pick this call. Oh. Let's see how best we can do this. I'm really interested. I want to be a member of this association. Ghana Bloggers Association. GB. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Big man, good evening.
Good evening.
Please, how do I become a member of the Ghana Bloggers Association? My name is Kwesi Ama.
Kwesi Ama.
Yes, sir.
We are going to organize a meeting and invite everybody and do official registration for everybody.
So when is this meeting going to be?
We will announce it very soon. Like I'm sure because the week is almost ending next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
then I'll be expecting that.
And please send me a message on WhatsApp.
Money.
Okay. Okay, so is there going to be something like registration, payment, something like that?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So I should send you a WhatsApp message on this same number, right?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you, sir. I'm going to do that. All right, thank you. Okay, so we are waiting for the next date for that meeting. Then we can all go and register. Well, Nana, you are on the arthritis page, I guess.
Yes, former general secretary.
Sure, look at me. Look at me for asking you this question. God, I should be slapped. I know. Outgoing general or outgone. Outgone. So you've seen our attractives cry today, or you have been busy, so you've not checked?
Yeah, I read parts of the conversation in the group.
Okay, so that one is different. What do you think about this association?
I don't see the future of it.
Oh.
Yes.
This is your headline there.
Yes, I don't see the future of it because the two names that I've seen, the post you read, it's coming from Jibril. And then the number you called.
Oh no, for the post, every blogger has posted it too.
Those who believe in it.
Yes, so many people have shared it.
Well, but I know the number you called, and he has been part of Ghana Arthritis Association, and we know how competent or their level of competence. We know what they can do and what they can't do. That is why I'm saying I don't see the future of it. I see this whole thing to be like somebody trying to just give himself that tag. Or we started this. That's the only thing I see. I see just a group of bloggers trying to start something so that they can say that, oh, we even brought this idea as usual as Ghanaians. We started this thing. Attractive started this thing. Like I saw Attractive post or on this thing like last year or early this year.
Early this year.
Yeah.
If they even wanted to do awards too.
Yes.
Ghana Bloggers Awards.
Yes, I saw it long ago. And I understand the name has even been registered, so I don't know how these guys were. I wish you would have asked the number you called that. Is the name Ghana Bloggers Association registered?
Oh no, for now they've not gotten there. If you call and you ask those questions, you sound fishy.
You I understand. You called as a blogger who has interest. You didn't call as a journalist, so I get it. But looking at the people around the brother, we've worked with some of them before. I mean, for artwork to even go down for some years, it was these same people fronting artwork. It took some of us to come and build it and make it vibrant, make it what it is today.
I know.
So we know what they can do. It won't take long. You will see it yourself. You will hear some. It will just take maybe the meeting will happen.
Are you prophesying?
No, I'm not. So no, I'm not prophesying. This is like I'm talking from experience.
Okay, we trap police.
I beg this one. This is like personal experience. I'm really talking from experience. Practical one. We've worked with them. We know them. Maybe the first meeting will happen, and then they will do what they have to do. But I don't really see, because last time in Ghana, one of the most difficult people to bring together is journalists and or I should call them arthritis. I served the association for like, let's say 3 years ago. I took over from somebody. And it wasn't easy. Like sometimes I sit back and ask myself that, are these the same people that they are watchdogs to like industries or the entire country? Like I don't get it, because I don't want to talk about their character and behavior. So all these things bring together, and then the kind of leadership I am seeing or hearing, it will take a miracle. It It will take a miracle, or it will take somebody who has like the vision to maybe take over from them and champion the whole cause. If it is these same people, I'll go to.
But wait, do you think it is something positive in the first place, like something we should have?
Brass, I mean, you see artwork again.
No, I'm talking about
no,
they are in the same space, so I think he's right to talk about it. Yeah.
It umbrellas all these departments. In fact, it is stated in the artwork constitution. It mentions bloggers, vloggers, journalists, broadcasters, everybody.
Yeah, and they are all on that page.
Yes, and they are all on this platform. So let's ask ourselves, if artwork has, like, after all these years,
they could
have spent 4 years in office, if they have not been there visibly acting, working to benefit its members like that, as expected, GBA, I feel they will go meeting. I'm sorry, I don't see the picture. Maybe like you don't see it from where I am.
Yeah, I know. You have been an executive before, so I can feel what you are.
It is not easy, and it won't happen. The GVA, it is just going to be like a social media normal thing, like
a WhatsApp group.
Yeah, you understand? They will create WhatsApp group. They will be talking. They will be talking about, like associating with government and advertisers. Oh, they think it's a joke.
So that they can charge from high.
That's what they stated in that statement or public press release or whatever. It is not just writing. It goes beyond just writing 5 paragraphs of a press statement. The work that goes into it.
Wow, Kwesi, take over. Let me listen to you. You are a blogger, so what do you think about it? First of all, is this a good idea? Is this something positive?
Yeah, Brass, if you ask me, I'll say yes. It is something positive that I think we all have to embrace. But looking at what Nana Reagan is saying, yeah, he seems to have, encounter.
He has been an executive member.
So he has had encounter with, people that he is thinking might be the leadership of this GBA. So he feels that no, it is not going to work. But ABR now we still have some executives that you don't know on board. Since they said it is now that we're going to have a meeting.
Yeah.
I just saw it this afternoon, so I haven't gotten the details about it, which I'll do right after here. But if you ask me, I will say.
But you have called already, so don't call it.
But you can send the WhatsApp.
You can send good. You can send the WhatsApp. Yes, good.
Yeah, so I think it is in the right direction. As Attractive started it, quite some months back.
Yeah.
Though it didn't hold, but I think we all have to come together.
Attractive is still in the organizing process. It's not like it didn't work. He's still trying to organize himself and the entire blogging body. So and then just came up.
So by forming an association at some point can also be a competition. So Attractive should just also do his thing and let's see who wins.
No, I saw him mentioning name in some of his I
so the people that he was planning with are the same people who are trying to also come up with another one.
It could be because we are all under one thing. So
okay.
Brother Samuel, this is where I have an issue, because you see when it comes to the blogging space, though some people started before others, but it becomes competition. Charlie, I'm bigger than you. I started before you. Your number so if one person is doing something that is in the positive direction, the other ones is like, that's we and buy. So let's also organize and then do something, which is no good. If Attractive has started something that we all think, oh, Charlie, this thing is going to unite us, is going to make us, have
a firm ground
to check things out, because always on mobile bloggers, bloggers are not good, bloggers are like doing fake stories and all sort of that. So if this organization, I mean, is coming for us to, I mean, check things out that Attractive has started, if these leaders see that it is going to be in a positive direction, why don't you call Attractive, sit down with him? Attractive, what have you started? Where have you gotten to? What can we add up to make it a solid association? But instead, you exempt yourselves, or you also see that, oh, Charlie, Attractive has started this thing that I think we can also, like three of us, Charlie, Attractive is doing this thing. I think the three of us can also do it and do it better. So let's bring out a name and also start our own.
It's not even the more reason it will not work.
So that is the point. The unity. People be like, I started before you. I have the numbers more than you. I know people more than you. Fine, it is true. You might have the connections. You might have the contacts. But when it comes to these things, we have to come together to make it work. So if you ask me, I mean, the GBA, it will be something, I mean, so good, so well, if we can organize it well, because we have to have an association as bloggers. We have to have an association and then regulate certain publications. Sometimes you see a certain headline from a certain website, I'll be like, hey, Charlie, so a blogger posted this. I'll be like, hey.
So you think the association will stop that?
But at least, even if you want to stop. Ransom, you see, we have Ghana Journalists Association. Though they don't stop.
But still people are fooling.
Yes. Still people are fooling.
but
at least there are certain checks. Yes.
If you are part of the association,
yes,
then you should behave in a certain way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think when the GBA comes on board, or if we have, I mean, a unified platform or an association, we can make certain checks and then grow well. But let's stop Mr. Tijawe. I started before this, and then if someone is doing something positive and we all feel like it is positive, let's call the person on board. Know how we can, I mean, input certain ideas to make it stand and make it fair.
Okay, Chamo.
Yeah, before I say anything, big ups to Professor
Uncle Rebel.
Professor Uncle Rebel.
I know.
When it comes to associations, we have different opinions. Yeah, me and Prof.
You and your boss.
Yes. And big ups to him again with our BEFA project. He's really been pushing behind the scene for us to make it happen. And I think now we have a date. I think the 2nd December. That's the date. So if nothing happens, we will do something on that date. Yeah, good. On that day we will do something. So now the date is 2nd December. Yeah. So big ups to Uncle Rebel. But still, we will still disagree anyway.
That's what's up.
Okay. So the association, they have the same abbreviation as 2 other associations in Ghana, and one Freezing Bone is part of it. Ghana Boxing Association.
Ghana Boxing Authority.
Yes.
Is it authority or association?
It was an association. I don't know. Maybe now it's authority.
Yeah.
Okay. And at the same time, Ghana Bar Association, the lawyers. Also, they have an association, the same GB, and now we have bloggers, Ghana Bloggers Association, the same GB.
And we have Ghana Bloggers Awards.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then things are happening.
There's Ghana Bloggers Awards too.
Yeah, okay. The first thing, yes, when people dream or decide to form an association, yes, they will come out and say all the nice things that you want to hear. So that it's like they are coming to help people, yes. But even to have the same people in the same space doing the same thing, trying to be the one to start the association to tell you how it will go. I mean, if Attractive will be the one to start, it means he may automatically be the president of the association, and it will come with some benefit. And if the other group who are also now trying to start it, if they start it, obviously they will also have the position at least for the first term of it. So they are also fighting for it. So the people who are watching us should judge for themselves if indeed they just want to help people or they want to help themselves. It's all part of it. And the thing is, when you form association, sometimes it's good. The good side of it is when they are really helping their people, the members in the association. But for the little history that we know, I mean, a lot of the members don't get the benefit that they promised them.
Okay.
It has happened many times. I remember after our show, the dancers and then the low pay that they are getting. Prof gave me some of the association that he thinks are doing well. He spoke about the Ghana Medical Association and the Lecturers Association, the University Lecturers Association, UTAG and all that. He was saying that, but I didn't see him mentioning an association like NAGRAT or NAT. And my sibling is a member of NAT, and I've never heard her saying anything good about NAT. All that she says is that they deduct her salary and nothing more, nothing less. And then the NAT president, at the end of the day, that person will get paid huge sums of money. And now they have an association, but they don't see the benefit of even having that association. Just that for them, the association is compulsory. If you are a teacher, you have to be part of it.
Yeah.
And in the same way, if you are a doctor, you have to be part of the
Ghana Medical
Association. It's compulsory. The same thing with the GBA, Ghana Bar Association. If you are a lawyer, you have to be part of it. In fact, if you are not part of it, they won't even allow you to practice.
Yeah.
So I would disagree with Prof that those associations is not even by voluntary, it's by force. So how can you say that they are doing the bidding of the members? Even if you are a member and you don't like it, you don't have option. We saw what happened to Obinfo. Obinfo decided not to join medical association, and we saw what happened to him. They were running all sorts of advert and bad things about him, that he's not a good practitioner, he can't do the things that he's been saying that he can do and all that. So if the association is compulsory, for me, Prof, it will not count. Let it be voluntary. Let people join, and then let's see
at their will,
and let's see whether something will happen to them or will not happen to them, if they are part or they are not part of it. So associations will, for me, will only be beneficial if at least majority of the members are saying positive things about it. But most of the times, the only the leaders that we see will have something positive to say. And I won't take Ghana Bloggers Association out of it, especially starting at the time that they are even fighting who should start it. The leaders obviously know why they want to do this, but they will tell the members all the good things, and let's see what will happen. For me, I'm not a prophet, so I won't say anything until they form the association, and then the members will come out and testify for us all to see what is going on there. Most associations that I know, I don't hear anything good about it, but it is always good to get people in a same space that you think alike, and then help each other if the person needs help. But forming an association to govern by rules and regulation and other stuff, it makes me skeptical about whether it's really going to help the members or just the leadership. So this one, for now, I would say let's see what they can do, and if anything happens, yes, we will still come back here and talk about it.
Well, we wish them well, and who knows, we are all going to be members one way or the other, because we are members of ATWAG already. So if there is going to be an offshoot of another group representing ATWAG, why not? We should be proud members same way. So let's see how it goes. Now, Awal Suhin has been talking. Hey, sorry, did I say Awal? I1, not Awal. I1 Suhini has been talking, and he has been talking about how the industry has been treating him and how the industry thinks people have not been doing things right. Now he was using his experience about some Ghana Meet UK. I remember this show, it was at the stadium, and how the event was done, how some industry people, according to him, swayed the woman who was leading the event and him not benefiting from the event the way he was supposed to benefit. Now, in short, all I want is saying is that the industry, we are our own killers. Among us, we are our own killers. Some people lead some things and they will try to kill others because of their own interest. And I want us to listen to him. It was an interview he granted to Asase Radio with King Lagazi. And when I come back, I pick the views of my people, whether really and truly his experience is something that is happening in our industry, and even whether there is a solution to what I1 is crying about. Watch this. I'll be right back.
Lagazi, let me make this example, This is it's a real thing that happened. There was Lagazi, let me make this example, This is it's a real thing that happened. There was a show that happened at the stadium, Ghana Meet UK, which some organizers went to spend somebody money, but that show we were partner.
Definitely.
And do you know that just last year, I just put up a post and one man from UK randomly just came insulting me. You are the people that took my wife's money. He came to help Ghana. He had a good mind. And for a moment, I didn't know what he was talking about.
Wow.
And I have to message him,
inbox
him, and say, yo, what funny lifestyle is that? I say, yo, Ghana Meet UK, you remember this? I say, yeah, but I'm not the organizer.
Yeah.
And even I charge 6,000, the woman end up giving me 2,000 because he was raped. She was raped, sorry. She was raped on the show by another Ghanaian artist.
Easy.
And then you look, today I am the one facing the problem on internet.
Wow.
So that means that all over these years, the woman went to UK to tell them that yes, I1 was part of it.
Whereas it was some people
did the organization and called me to come on board. But even when it goes to the time for me to be paid, those people, they move where they leave me and the woman. The woman say no get money. He took his gold drink. He gave me his gold drink. Sorry, she gave me his gold drink. Oh, I1, if you feel I can't give you this money if I go back to UK, take this gold ring.
Wow.
Say me now, take it. So we ended up slashing the money into 3, and I took 2,000. He has to call London, so they send him money. Then you use the ATM and go and take.
Wow.
Charlie Lagazi, see all this. Will it be one artist where he do that? He chop the money or fire.
Wow.
Yeah. Easy. And this, they know how much we talk. But me, I go talk.
Yeah, I want issues.
And anybody where go come in this arena this time to come like yo, you are go fail,
Definitely.
Yeah, you are go fail because some of we, Charlie, what they do, we shut up. Now we not go shut up. Yeah. Like as sometimes they can go to the extra to even block your chance from getting another chance from somebody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Why should it go to that extent?
Wow. Easy. Wow.
Well, so that was I1 in that conversation, and obviously he thinks that someone did not help him and the industry at large during those days. And Jamu, let me get your reaction to this.
Well, it's sad and funny at the same time, especially the way some people who come out and preach like we have to unite, we have to help the industry and all that. Meanwhile, few people will be milking the people and then the players in the ecosystem, and then will come out and say that let's help the industry. I mean, I1 was even lucky to get direct contact with the lady to even demand for something. Otherwise, that person that he is talking about would have just told I1 that you are just helping the industry, so there's nothing. You take this step in and go home.
Stupid.
Yeah, so it's sad, but the thing is, that's why I don't want to hear let's support the industry, let's support ourselves. No, this is business. So right from day one, let's talk business. This is the money, this is how we will give you. If you can take it, fine. If you can't, I think this is what we can afford. And let the person say that, okay, I'm good with it or I'm not good with it. It's not about helping the industry. For the person to, okay, you let me take this. We are all helping the industry. No, somebody is chopping the money. You take some peanut or you take something small and then in your head you are helping the industry. No, somebody is taking your money. And that person too is helping the industry. So two people will be helping the industry, but one will be chopping. And that's why I don't want to hear we want to help the industry, let's support ourselves, let's form association. No, some few people will chop the money. In your head you are helping, but that person is really working and doing business. So we should always be ready for the business. Like, let's open up, talk about what is happening and what you can get. Don't also come out from outside and say that I want to come in and help the industry with your money. They will chop it and you will go empty-handed. They will chop it. I mean, when it comes to business, never think that you want to help people in your business. Do the genuine business. After that, you can share your money to whoever. You can decide to gift them the money, but don't do it in the name of business. If you do that, they will make you feel useless. They will make you feel like you are not wise. It has happened several times. In fact, that's why I would choose somebody like, let me deviate more. I would choose somebody like Kennedy Japan as compared to Baumia. For this simple reason. Kennedy Japan said he went to some part in the western region, and then he saw that they have a lot of oranges, like on the roadside, just rotting. They can't do anything. So he asked, what is happening? They said that they don't get buyers and the oranges are just rotting just like that. They can't do anything. Like, he said it was so huge. So he was like, no, so what can we do? If I set up a factory here, I think it will help you guys so that when the harvesting time, you will bring it to the factory so that we will process it and we will pay you. So your thing will not rot like that. And then he decided to set up a factory at that place. After setting up the factory, then there came a season that the oranges is not that much. So the middlemen will come and buy them. Kennedy Japan's factory is there, but he pays less than the middleman. He brought this thing to help them. But they are now going to sell it to the middlemen because the middlemen are paying higher than Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan is not getting raw materials to feed his factory. Meanwhile, he has workers that he has to pay and all that. So he was running at a loss. Now that he came back and said, these people, they think they are wise. So now I have to go and build my own orange farm to feed my factory. When I need a surplus, then they will bring it because they know that if they don't bring it, I will still have raw materials to feed my factory. So his intention was to help them so that it will not rotten, and at the same time, he will also make some small profit. But the people are telling him that, Massa, if somebody will pay higher than you, we will not bring it to you, regardless of your help that you say you want to help. So if he was thinking like, well, if I go and these people decide not to sell it to me, what will I do? Then at that, from the beginning, he will be thinking about going for orange farm before even setting up a factory. But he was thinking about them before setting up the factory. And then they will tell you that, no, you are not wise. You have good intention, but they will tell you that you are not wise. So you do the business first before thinking about people. You can go and share the money to them. But if you want to do the business, don't think that you want to help them. That's the message. So those who are coming from outside with your money and you want to invest in the music business, don't come with the intention that you want to help people. Come with the intention that you are going to make business, you are going to do business, make your money, and if you like, gift it. Like, give it to them for free. But I don't use the idea that in my business I want to help you, like Kewa has been doing and always crying. We don't do business like that. Be straight with the business. But if you want to do charity, fine, do it outside the business, or else you will cry. That's why that lady was even crying to the point that even the husband is also crying for what happened that time. I think we should be careful how we do business here, and it will help everybody if we go in with the mindset of doing business. If you are not doing business, fine, but if you really want to help people, do business, and everybody will be happy at the end of the day. Yeah.
Nana, let me also listen to you.
It's sad though.
Industry matters. The binamini before. We have episode.
You have more steppings, yeah.
It's part of every industry.
Yeah.
But sometimes I wish we can do something about it to eradicate it or even minimize it. But it looks like it's rather going up every year or every day. Somebody we will sleep, wake up, and we will be crying. Those of us that believe in God, we will be praying, God, please bring investor. We need money, so bring investor. Let them come and pump money into our space so that the ecosystem can be, people can eat. Then somebody will pull up, somebody will come, bring money, and then one person will, you see that somebody trying to be like outsmart everybody.
Yeah.
Somebody trying to be smarter than every single person. All because minimum so person oye jahwan say obi dey a year to no who say time like when you think about some of these things, you don't understand. Somebody will go and take event money. Let me even use these people as an example. Some of these artist agents that book artists, they will call you, book your artist. Some of them, even in the contract that they present to you, they state that they are taking 10-15% commission. And then after everything is said and done, when you go and you play the show and you finish, they will come back to your car and tell you, give them something out of the money. Yes, I've been getting that. My boss have been suffering that as well. They will take money. In fact, sometimes it's not as if we are blind, we don't even know what is going on. Sometimes the people that even tax you to come and book the artist for them, we know the sort of how they appreciate you. We know. But you take that, take your percentage, and then you come back to the person, the artist manager. Say, Charlie, and you say, why? Have you forgotten that the artist also has people that he works with, that he has to also pay, and he's paying them or she's paying them from the same event money?
Yeah.
So if you have taken your part, why don't you make sure that every other person also enjoys
their part as well?
Somebody has put up a show. Everybody has to take, let's say, this amount, that amount. Now could be a one person will be so greedy to the extent that when we finish that show, the investor will not even have the zeal or the motivation to even do the show again.
Yeah.
Most of our big shows now, Egunu, and yes, you, it is because of this thing I want is talking about. Most of our shows now, they show the upper from today start investigating base awards, what awards, deben concert, what go into it. It is because somebody or the investor realized that one single person was trying to eat with both hands, and then you only people cry. And then at the end of the day, and you don't want to come back do a carpenters number stage, sound, you understand, DJs, or everybody. So why can't we just do the show and make sure, say, oh, I want you deserve this amount of money, I've given it to you, Nana Reagan, you also deserve this kind of money. I'm giving it to you. If you are an MC for the event, you also deserve this. I'm giving, and then every day we will all be motivated to scout or look for more people. Convince them. The investor will have a very productive show or event, and then when he goes and sleep, he will be yearning to do more. On say my many call you kunu and about Facebook and I want about contact. Think about the conversations this woman have had with the husband.
Yeah.
Think about the conversation that this woman have had with similar investors like her. People who wish or have heard. They there try microphone the chair. Yeah, is to attract some of these people.
Yeah.
And then your individual attitude and character be. Anka ya kasa wie na anka omo interest bi no. Oh, let me go and consult Sammy. He no organize a Freedom Wave last year. I was still doing it. I'm going to consult Charlie Sammy. Oh, Ghana artist.
But Obeki come. I know, right?
Yeah. It is sad. Our industry. We are all killers. It is true. Like, in fact, I can't remember. We are all killers. It is like me say Grido, say my friend of saying like why you go to meetings, not others any. Oh, Charlie, the events, let's budget about 500K. MCs will take like 2,000 or 5,000 each. We have 3 MCs, 2 hypes men. They will take 7K. They will say, all of them also say, yeah, the book
coefficient. He use coefficient to say
coefficient.
Yeah, just and the people need the investor and also born themselves and they are convinced.
Yes.
So if the money is there, you put it on the table.
Yeah.
Now, when the money lands on the table, now
if
evil mindset.
They throw 3,000
they are friend. Charlie, I'll get some show before you, so you know say for some time now.
You know, you want to help you. You will be low for some time.
Come and affiliate with the brand. Brand affiliates, Charlie, the brand affiliates.
Yeah, so you make a find some 1,000 we give you, then when you just come and pass through, ask all your fever. We were juicy cow. We are also juicy cow to move 5 and more. So, Brass, I mean, it is part of the reason why we are not doing enough when it comes to events and even associating with certain people. Because when they are coming from outside and some of these things happen, I get so sad and I panic. Because me say my we only microphone din komo kra se see aye din ko betimi ne nkofo be 10 e din komo was asem you, and out of that 10 maybe 5 I will interest and come back Ghana artists are baby, but today they won't come again. So we have to Charlie, we have to be careful.
I agree.
We really have to be careful. We really have to find ways and means that enkoye yenkwa and enkoye once. Like I said, when the things are coming, we are thinking about Charlie. Come on, 5-10 years later, the only way dear, who did the necessity, who did die. Let's have a way we can make the things happen and happen again every year. Be anu say, "Anya share crown." If this show is happening now, yes, we be big craft yo. But ya kati ya money bebre ya di suban mu unlimited nyama say so as I say from January to December, if you close your eyes and you can count where musicians revenue is coming from. Say ya gaming commission yi chacha film. Omo yi alcohol film.
Oh, just say chacha and there has a oma back it down kakra. Oma gum kakra.
Listen
kakra. So now the
Omunja kra Omunja kra go say ku fado te chacha. Cash out. O bo chacha na udi obeti.
Yeah, too.
Nti omunjem na omu so muntimi nya bibi. Say apart from events streaming. And I be endorsement deals back no can na eba nti nka nyama bi say na anka bema anka events na ke ntimi emoti spank of na nka bra mo na endorse na anka every way bia no timi so wunya bibi ato boto no and no say the attitude ni agreed say ho so asaka.
Okay. Yes, Kwesi, speak and let's close on this note. What do you also say about this?
Brasawe. Nana Reagan. And a chemo. Omakasa very. I think so. No, send you city and no one or more Akano. Now, I want to say I want is pain. Is pain. I mean, the of course, no, the Akan adage can say, Divi Mami Nibi and a chere in but in a case that you want to eat alone there, definitely the other parties will frown on it.
Yeah, true.
Now that biano, you can say you pay foreign investors. Now we can say me say mami we oni obian kasa ekra oni nipa be 10 akasa. Now I want kasa no say man no be make post.
And it's
insulting him. Now just imagine the people who went to read this post.
Yeah. And those who would also go home with the same
exactly
mindset, yeah.
If we have even, I mean, one or two people out of these people reading the post to be, I mean, investors looking for where to invest money and as a where to go and then put their money, then they come to see this post. Definitely, they are going to back down.
Yeah.
Now, yes, I'm about the social media, so we are not getting investors. But these same attitudes and are palm investors. Now, Yankasa Yokrum Hagana Hakrampu. We fight, I mean, there are so many events out there. When they are seeking for, I mean, sponsorship, advertisers, when they start to, I mean, organize programs, or more bread.
Yeah.
That's more bread seeking for, say, me pese, tell me your program where I want you to come and then advertise or be a sponsor. They suffer.
I know.
Why? Because yesterday I gave you a certain amount of money to organize a show.
Yeah.
I came, or my people came to watch the show. How you describe it to me that it will be,
and what you did,
it didn't be like that. It didn't go like that.
What you ordered and what you
got.
Definitely, you are coming for the second time.
Yeah.
I would think about it.
True.
Or I would think twice and then pull out because you didn't give me the value for money the last time I came on board.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, looking at the first one, if you had invested or you had used all those money that I gave you to organize the show, it would have been a success. And definitely, the sponsorship could have been even, I mean, competition.
Yeah.
It would be competition. Everybody would want to sponsor because of how you organize or how you made it go. And so, no, but you see, one thing also I had to be American say, in all these things, it is when did that particular program happen? It happened a long time ago.
Yeah.
It is today that I want is speaking about
it. Yeah.
And even now that he's
even with this, he still has the names back.
That is my problem.
Yeah.
And so no, nipa na with this kind and I said that particular one person now one embezzle all these people's money, you know. Ni di no obi animo. Obekom no, there is another event all planning. Yes, there's another event of which that event might include people around you I want or people who don't know that this is going to happen. But if in a case that you made mention of, okay, this particular person did this at a certain point in time, definitely if the person is organizing or making certain arrangements, you'll be like, Charlie, when I did the last one, one came to expose me, so this time around I need to be careful. And even when advertisers or investors are approaching that particular person, they know how to go with him or her Now, okay, we are giving you A, B, C. We want to see they also make demands. We want to see this, that.
True.
So I think in the conversation, my senior brothers have spoken, and they've spoken so well. It is high time you have to respect each and everybody's position, from DJs, MCs, from bloggers, those even that design the sets, everybody. But here will be the case. One person will go and take the money and will be like, oh, DJ, actually, Nana Reagan, that your DJ way last time he played for that show, no, make it come pass through for my event. Meanwhile, this particular person has gone to take like 5,000 CD or budgeted 5,000 CD for an investor that he's going to pay a DJ. Now that money won't come. So you're going to take one or two or a certain DJ who is maybe now coming up, or who is not, excuse my word, not fit for that particular program, because he wants to reduce or cut down the cost. And that's not cutting cost to crumple for the investor. He's cutting down the cost to put in his pocket. These are issues that we have to observe. You see, we always talk, or we always say that we are not getting investors. Let's learn from these petty things. These are the things that are not making us get investors. See, especially the comedian industry. When they're looking for sponsorship, you could see their write-ups that they are suffering to get sponsors. They are suffering to get advertisers on board. Why should it be so? Why should it be so? It is because of these petty things. Let's refrain from all these things. At the end of the if you go alone, that I'm going to an investor for myself, that one will be any answer. You went alone to seek for yourself. I don't know if you don't give Chamo, if you don't give Nana Reagan, nobody has problem with it. But if you go that I'm going to seek this for this particular group for us to do this and achieve this aim, then you go for the money, come and then decide what you want to give each and everybody. That is bad. Let's refrain from it and then build the industry for ourselves and then make things easier for ourselves.
Well, thank you so much, Kwesi Ama News. What's your Instagram handle?
Yeah, my Instagram handle is Kwesi Ama News.
Kwesi Ama, do you have a website too?
Yes.
But
the website is down for quite time now.
Yeah.
But all social media platforms say
Kwesi Ama News.
Kwesi Ama News.
You have a YouTube channel too?
Yes, please.
Kwesi Ama News.
It's Kwesi Ama.
The YouTube channel is Kwesi Ama. All right. So a new addition to the team here on Sammy Flex TV, especially on Showbiz Daily. So you can also do well to check him out. Kwesi Ama News on all. Kwesi is Kwesi. Yeah, Kwesi Ama News on all social media handles, and let's welcome him. Nobody should attack him today. I know those who attack him, but unfortunately today we've spent another time. Well, thank you to Nana Reagan as well. Thank you to Intim Dodu Solomon, to Digital Rasta Currency, who is on camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show, and to you out there for supporting this movement. Remember that we are sure going to come your way again when we sit. Maybe tomorrow doesn't look so possible, but let's see how things will be like. However it becomes, we will surely be here to communicate with you guys. So thank you for being a part of it. Let us read your comments as well. Subscribe to us and let's do some more. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you when I see you. We're out of here.